the Los Angeles Lakers took care of business in dominant fashion on Monday night, securing a 125-109 victory over the San Antonio Spurs at the Crypto.com Arena. From the opening tip, the Lakers played with intensity, delivering a well-balanced team performance that kept the Spurs on their heels all night. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. San Antonio started the game aggressively, jumping out to a quick 5-point lead, showing signs that they came to compete. But the Lakers wasted no time responding. With strong defense and quick ball movement, LA took control of the game, quickly erasing the deficit and turning it into a lead of their own. From that point on, the Lakers never looked back. Even though the Spurs continued to play with high energy, they simply couldn't match LA's efficiency on both ends of the floor. The Lakers played a disciplined, high IQ game, keeping turnovers low and making smart plays in transition. By halftime, the Lakers were already up by 14 points, completely dictating the pace of the game. Their ball movement was crisp, their defense was relentless, and their shooting was on point. San Antonio struggled to keep up, and it became clear that LA was in complete control. One of the biggest adjustments came from Luka Doncic. Known for his elite scoring ability, Luka had trouble finding his shot early on. But instead of forcing bad looks, he adapted his game, focusing on playmaking and setting up his teammates. And it worked. By the end of the third quarter, the Lakers had already drained 14 three-pointers, taking full advantage of the Spurs' weak interior defense and slow defensive rotations. When the final buzzer sounded, LA had hit a total of 19 three-pointers, a major factor in their dominant performance. The fourth quarter saw the Lakers stretch their lead to a game-high 28 points, seemingly putting the game out of reach. But the Spurs weren't done yet. In the final minutes, San Antonio mounted a surprising comeback, cutting the lead down to just 11 points with 4 minutes remaining. At that moment, the Lakers needed to respond, fast. And they did. Sensing the pressure, LA turned up the intensity, locking in defensively and pushing the pace on offense. In a matter of possessions, the Lakers pushed the lead back to 18 points, putting the game away for good. With the win all but secured, head coach J.J. Redick decided to give the home crowd a treat, subbing in Bronny James for some late-game action. The moment he checked in, the Crypto.com Arena crowd erupted. And when Bronny knocked down a three-pointer, the building went wild. It was the perfect ending to a strong team performance. With key players sidelined and Luka Doncic struggling with his shot, Austin Reeves stepped up as the Lakers' primary scorer. And he did not disappoint. Reeves led the team with 30 points, adding 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals in a near-flawless performance. His efficiency was off the charts. He shot 57.1% from the field and committed only 2 turnovers. Reeves played with poise and confidence, attacking the rim, knocking down his jumpers, and creating opportunities for his teammates. It was a complete performance, showing once again why he has become such a vital piece of this Lakers squad. Luka Doncic had an uncharacteristically off night shooting the ball, finishing with 21 points, but 10 of those came from the free throw line. His field goal percentage was lower than usual, but instead of forcing tough shots, Luka made a key adjustment that kept the Lakers' offense flowing. He became the team's primary playmaker, focusing on getting his teammates involved. His court vision was on full display, and he consistently found open shooters and cutters, leading to easy baskets. Even on a tough scoring night, Luka made a major impact in other areas. He grabbed 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and even recorded a block. Most impressively, he dished out 14 assists, securing a double-double and proving once again that he can impact the game in multiple ways. The fourth quarter wasn't all smooth sailing for the Lakers. Just before the Spurs made their late push, there was a heated moment between Jared Vanderbilt and Jeremy Sochan. It all started when Sochan appeared to provoke Vanderbilt, leading to an exchange of words. Things quickly escalated, and the two players began shoving each other near mid-court. Teammates from both sides rushed in to break it up, and after reviewing the footage, the referees ejected both players from the game. Vanderbilt finished his night with 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist in 14 minutes of action. While his numbers weren't flashy, his defensive presence was felt throughout the game before his ejection. This game was more than just a routine victory, it was a statement. The Lakers dominated from start to finish, showing great chemistry, strong defense, and elite ball movement. Even when the Spurs made their late push, LA never lost control. With Austin Reeves stepping up, Luka Doncic adapting, and the entire team playing unselfishly, this was a performance that showed just how dangerous the Lakers can be when they're locked in. And with the playoffs approaching, that's exactly the kind of momentum they need. The Los Angeles Lakers may have a tough decision to make this offseason, as their starting center, Jackson Hayes, is expected to draw significant interest in free agency. At the trade deadline, the Lakers were focused on strengthening their frontcourt after trading Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic. Their goal was to bring in a new starting center, and they believed they had found the right fit in Mark Williams. However, after Williams failed his physical, the Lakers had to cancel the trade, leaving them without a clear solution at the position. With no alternative options available at the time, Jackson Hayes stepped into the starting lineup, a move that was met with skepticism by many. Critics viewed him as a weak link, questioning whether he could fill the void left by Davis. But instead of crumbling under pressure, Hayes silenced his doubters with some of the best performances of his career. Now, as the regular season nears its end, Hayes has firmly established himself as a key contributor. His defensive presence, energy, and ability to run the floor have helped the Lakers evolve into legitimate title contenders. Pairing his improved play with Doncic's elite offensive ability, Los Angeles has become one of the most dangerous teams in the league. With free agency approaching, several teams are expected to make a strong push to sign him. According to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, Hayes' emergence has not gone unnoticed, and multiple franchises could be looking to poach him from Los Angeles. If he comes back fully healthy, continues playing at a high level, and helps the Lakers make a deep playoff run, maybe reaching the conference semifinals or even the conference finals, I think teams will start paying serious attention. His background as a former lottery pick, his youth, his skill set, and the clear progress he's made will make him an appealing target in free agency. The Lakers would like to bring him back, but their ideal plan is to have him serve as a backup center rather than a full-time starter. Their top priority this offseason will be finding a long-term solution at the position, someone who can anchor the paint and complement Doncic's playstyle. Even if he doesn't remain in Los Angeles, Hayes has significantly increased his market value with his strong performances. However, one major concern continues to loom over his future: his ability to stay healthy. Injuries have been a recurring issue throughout Hayes' career, and while he's managed to stay on the court for most of this season, teams will want to see consistency in his availability before making a major financial commitment. If he can finish the season strong and avoid further setbacks, his value could skyrocket even higher heading into free agency. So far this season, Hayes is averaging 6.8 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game, but his impact extends beyond the numbers. He has provided the Lakers with much-needed rim protection, hustle, and a reliable interior presence, making him an essential part of the team's recent success. Beyond just his on-court contributions, Hayes has also shown tremendous growth in his approach to the game. His basketball IQ has improved, and he has become a smarter player on both ends of the floor. Instead of just relying on his athleticism, he's reading the game better, positioning himself more effectively, and making high-percentage plays. Offensively, he's been an efficient finisher, thriving in transition and as a lob threat in pick-and-roll situations. Defensively, he's holding his own against elite big men, contesting shots and providing solid rim protection. The question now is what the market will look like for him this summer. Which teams will be willing to make a serious offer? Could a rebuilding franchise see him as a future starter and offer him a larger role? Would a contending team look at him as a key piece off the bench? The Lakers are expected to be in the mix, but with their plans to bring in a more established center, their willingness to match competitive offers for Hayes remains uncertain. If another team is willing to pay more than the Lakers are comfortable with, Hayes may be on his way out. Regardless of where he lands, he has undoubtedly secured himself a promising future in the NBA. His performance down the stretch and in the playoffs could be the final factor in determining just how big of a contract he gets. If he continues playing at a high level, he could be looking at the most lucrative deal of his career. For now, all eyes are on Hayes and how he finishes the season. If he stays healthy and continues making an impact, his free agency stock will only continue to rise. The Los Angeles Lakers have once again found themselves at the center of trade speculation, and this time, the buzz is surrounding none other than Giannis Antetokounmpo. As the Lakers continue their push in a highly competitive Western Conference, rumors are swirling that they could emerge as a potential landing spot for the two-time MVP and NBA champion this offseason. At the moment, Los Angeles sits at 41-25, placing them as the fifth seed in the Western Conference standings. After their massive mid-season trade, which sent Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic, the landscape of the league shifted dramatically. The move was nothing short of monumental, signaling that the Lakers are focused on long-term success rather than simply maximizing the final years of LeBron James' career. The trade left many around the league stunned. It also sparked a flurry of reactions. Some players joked about their own job security, fans speculated about who could be the next big name on the move, and NBA insiders immediately began analyzing what other pieces the Lakers might pursue. A significant factor in trading away Davis was the Lakers' desire to build around Luka Doncic. While Davis helped bring a championship to Los Angeles in 2020, Doncic is a player they can build around for the next decade. At just 26 years old, he is widely regarded as one of the most gifted offensive players of his generation. The Lakers viewed him as the ideal franchise cornerstone for a post-LeBron era, and when the opportunity arose to acquire him, they jumped at the chance. Now, Bleacher Report has released its latest off-season predictions, and one major name is linked to Los Angeles: Giannis Antetokounmpo. According to NBA insider Eric Pincus, the Lakers' failed trade for Mark Williams has left them without a dominant force in the paint. If they want to address that need, why not go after one of the most unstoppable forces in basketball today? The Lakers already pulled off a dream move by landing Luka Doncic, but this franchise is never satisfied. If Antetokounmpo were to demand a trade, the Lakers could put together a package of contracts, young talent, and future draft picks to bring him to Los Angeles. It's a long shot, but you can't leave him off their wish list. The idea of Giannis in a Lakers jersey is something that would send shockwaves through the league. The Greek Freak is a two-time MVP, a defensive powerhouse, and a player who has led the Milwaukee Bucks to an NBA championship. He is the kind of player who can transform a team overnight, and pairing him with Doncic would instantly make the Lakers one of the most unstoppable duos in the league. But would Antetokounmpo actually consider leaving Milwaukee? Giannis has been vocal about his commitment to the Bucks, but at the same time, he has hinted at his interest in seeing European stars take over major markets. His most recent comments have only fueled the speculation even further. "I want Luka with the Lakers. I want Jokic with the Knicks. I want all the Europeans in big markets to see something incredible. That's my dream." Could that dream become a reality? For Lakers fans, this scenario would be a dream come true. Imagine a team with Luka Doncic orchestrating the offense and Giannis dominating both ends of the floor. It would be an unstoppable combination of skill, athleticism, and versatility. From a basketball standpoint, the fit makes perfect sense. Luka is one of the best passers and playmakers in the game, while Giannis is a relentless finisher at the rim and a defensive nightmare for opponents. Together, they could redefine what an elite duo looks like in today's NBA. Of course, the biggest obstacle to making this trade happen is the fact that Giannis is still under contract with Milwaukee. The Lakers would need to put together an enticing trade package, one that includes multiple first-round picks, young talent, and possibly even key role players. The front office in Milwaukee would also have to be willing to part ways with their franchise player, which is far from guaranteed. However, if Giannis were to express any dissatisfaction with the direction of the Bucks, that could open the door for a potential move. For now, this remains pure speculation, but if the Lakers have proven anything in recent years, it's that they are never afraid to swing for the fences. They shocked the world by trading for Anthony Davis in 2019. They did it again by pulling off the unthinkable, acquiring Luka Doncic mid-season. Could they make another franchise-altering move and land Giannis Antetokounmpo next? Only time will tell. But if history has taught us anything, it's that when the Lakers set their sights on a superstar, they usually find a way to get him.